EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Inside. Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run here with Dowdle. Pushing through the contact. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Dowdle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They run again with Dowdle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
58.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Jump out! Yeah, Liz. Screen again.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Complete to Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rico Dowdle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. To throw, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
after the second down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Here's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rodgers going to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Straight ahead with Warren. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 14. quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A running play. It's Dowdle. Well, he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Derek Harmon breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, You know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
No. Hey, 88, 319. Get 300. Get 300. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
319. 26. Jumbo.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That is caught. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 67 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wilson with a first down carry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Darnold. We'll get that to Charbonnet.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And running with power here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Charbonnet. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Darnold. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Teammate! Back north. 319. 319.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Perry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
319. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers again now. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Faking the give, Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A give. This is Wilson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rodgers now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the give, it's Warren. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Back north. Green 18.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Trying! And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Darnold wants to change it up. Darnold to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. They'll run with Wilson.
And he stopped immediately there.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jumbo! Inside.
To throw is Rodgers. That's the Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Boom, boom. 18, 26.
Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here's 1st down.
26.
And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. A handoff for Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.